Hi, this is Daise Virtudazo. I'm an online business manager and operations strategist for digital teams. And today I just want to quickly discuss and share with you all one of the common questions that I get approached by, and also one of the common needs that I help my clients with. And that is, if you are in a stage where you want to scale, either by getting more clients or hiring new team members, but then you're just unsure on where to start, then it's probably because of one thing, and that is because your processes are not documented. Like everything that you do in your business, they're just all in your head. Am I right or am I right? If you can relate to that, then you definitely need to stay and listen to the rest of this video. So yeah, for today I just want to really quickly tackle that. Well, first off, if you are wanting to scale but you're just feeling lost and unsure or on how to go about it, that's totally fine. That's totally normal. A lot of people go through that. A lot of my students, my clients, and even I myself experienced that when I was starting out. And it's normal. You know, you're not alone. And it's really just, I think, the natural progression of things, because when we started in this business, in this, offering services online, you probably just really chose one skill that you know you're good at or you've provided results for in the past, and then you just took a leap of faith. So in the beginning, it was just really you, an idea, and a lot of courage and faith, right? But then as you apply this skill and, help clients along the way, you start to build that confidence because you're getting the results that you want. And then from there, you are probably getting more clients that you can handle. And now you're thinking of scaling by hiring new team members. Or again, it could be the other way, wherein you want to get more clients, but then you know that you're at your maximum capacity. And now you feel stuck because you don't know how to move forward. And again, I think one of the reasons why that is the case is because you don't have your processes documented. So why is this important? It's important because now that you're at a stage that you're ready to scale, if your processes, meaning how you do what you do in your business, is not documented, it will be difficult for you to delegate. You're always going to be micromanaging whoever that team member is that you're going to onboard. You're always going to feel unhappy with the results because it's not at par with the quality that you expect. And it's just going to be really difficult because you're always constantly wondering, worried. You're in this loop of anxiety, so it's not really worth it. So if you are in this stage, might as well take the time to actually just sit down and start documenting your processes. I know it sounds boring, it sounds tedious even for some, but there's some shortcuts that we could go about this. Okay, let me just quickly check my notes here. Okay, so I'll go through how many steps did I write here? I think my 3 main steps on how you can quickly get yourself unstuck if ever you're stuck in this cycle of, okay, I want to scale, but I don't know where to start. Do I get a client first or do I get a team member? If that is the case, then really the number one thing that I suggest always, all the time, is to just do a brain dump. Our brain, as Dave Allen said, is not a space to hold ideas. It's a space to birth them. So whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, it's probably because it's all in the brain. So just get a piece of paper, grab a pen, and then offload all your thoughts onto paper. Don't even think of organizing them yet. Just really dump it on paper. So in your case, if you're wanting to scale, what you would do is you wanted to dump all the things that you're currently doing for your clients. So if you have multiple and it's just you handling them all by yourself, then maybe start with one client at a time. So client 1, you dump all the tasks you're doing, client 2, and so on and so forth. Once you've dumped all of that on paper, next thing that you want to do is you want to identify or further categorize these tasks that you do in 2 categories. One would be business impacting activities, meaning mostly relating to money, like which are the activities that are mostly related to getting the income that you desire, so or your client's income, meaning tasks that are related to your client's income. So it's usually marketing and client onboarding and the service delivery. So that's one that you want to identify. So of all the tasks that let's just focus on client 1. Of all the tasks that you do for this client, create 2 columns. These are the business impacting activities. Write them all down, and then the other one, which are the recurring tasks that you do. So these are more tactical tasks. When we say tactical, these are things that if you just create a step-by-step process for with a Loom video, it could easily be delegated to anyone. So it does not require much thinking. It just needs a clear and simple, straightforward process, and that task will be done at the same quality every time. So yeah, you write all the tasks that fall under that category. So now, after you've done that, you have a better understanding of the tasks that you do for your client, and then you are able to identify and see, okay, which are business impacting and which are repetitive. Now, the next step that you want to do is, okay, which of these two do you want to outsource or delegate? Usually the easiest one, so that you could really free up your time, is by delegating the repetitive tasks. It's the easiest one, because sometimes the strategic or the tasks that are more business impacting may require a bit of knowledge and experience, so it's not that easy to delegate right away. So usually we start with the tactical or the tasks that are recurring, that just requires a clear and simple, straightforward SOP with a Loom video, and it could be delegated. Alright, so once you have that SOP for those recurring tasks, or if you chose to delegate the the business impacting, totally up to you. Again, it just really requires that it's documented with a Loom video and diagram even, if possible, and then you can delegate it to someone. The next step will just be you finding the right person for the right seat to help you with your business needs. Alright, if there are multiple tasks, let's say you decided to delegate the recurring tasks, next step that you want to do is really sit down and create an SOP or standard operating procedure for that. You can check one of my posts. I think I have the elements of an SOP or standard operating procedure that you guys can follow along. But basically, an SOP is really just a simple document that contains all the details about how a task is done, from the things needed, who's gonna do it, when it's gonna be done, how frequent is it gonna be done, and then the step-by-step process of how to get it done. Alright, so once you've created that SOP, it's great if you can provide a diagram of the overall workflow or process, and a Loom video as well, so that it's really just foolproof, because ultimately the goal of a standard operating procedure is that when the someone accountable to do that task is not available, you can just pick anyone from your team or from the street, and they could just read that SOP, and that task is gonna be done at the same quality. Alright, so again, I hope that was helpful. Again, if you want to scale but you're stuck on how you can proceed and move forward, it's probably because your processes are not yet documented, and the way to go about that is really just to create an SOP. Alright, I hope that has been helpful, guys. Again, this is Daise, and if you want me and my team to help you with your business processes needs, just go ahead and send me a DM, and we'll be glad to hop on a call and see how we can help you further. Thank you.